production, Little Shop of Horrors, was a great success. The show highlighted the brilliant talent we have here at the British School of Guangzhou, with not only singers, actors, and musicians, but puppeteers through the amusing trickery of Audrey 2, the giant man-eating plant. BSG Media managed to interview Mr. Moore and two other main casts, Dawu and Eunice. So what gave you the idea of directing the film Little Shop of Horror?
I saw it years ago as a teenager and really enjoyed the film. I thought the performances were brilliant and very, very funny, really good soundtrack, and I thought it would be a really good show to do for our staff and students and parents because it's very visual, it's very visual storytelling rather than relying on language.
So what was the most unforgettable memory while rehearsing the production team?
There were three, and even though you say rehearsing the production team, a lot of my most memorable moments in the rehearsal process were to do with Audrey 2. The worst one being when she broke and snapped in two. We had to have some emergency welding done, but the two best ones were when Audrey 2 first started working and speaking. Manzo and David was getting that right, and then towards the end, in the last weekend, when we started putting Eunice and Rue through it and making sure that Audrey 2 could eat people and that the show could rely on that, that was a really good moment.
What do you think was the hardest part to put this production together?
Again, Audrey 2 was very difficult, but the most difficult thing was getting 35 students from BSG to listen, smile and be quiet at various different points of the rehearsal and performance process.
Seymour's personality was really different to mine. Seymour was very quiet and careful. I had a great experience from this production. I learned how to cooperate well with my teammates.
What was your first impression of your character?
My first impression of Audrey was that she was a pretty sweet girl and she always helped Seymour with all the things he needed to do, but she was also stubborn because she stayed with her abusive boyfriend.
So what did you gain from this production?
Well, from this production I gained experience because I'd never been the main role in the big play before, and I gained experience from singing, acting, and performing in front of a huge crowd.
Which part did you most enjoy during production?
Well, I mostly enjoyed the part where we finished production because we were really happy that we actually succeeded. So we all started clapping, going backstage, and congratulating each other. I also think when we started getting into our character role, we started putting all our sass into it, as I was one of the sassy girls that got chosen. And yeah.
Which part did you most enjoy during production?
I think I most enjoyed pre-performance and doing makeup and everything, and because I got a really cool mustache.
Girls, one particular girl, how about that? Audrey!
This is the exam hall, where current Year 13 students are about to take one of the most important exams of their life, the A-levels.
I am really nervous about the exams because the grades I get will determine which universities I go to and which one I'll get into, so it's really stressful at the moment.
I think it's really common for exams to induce pressure in anybody, any age, and The most common effects on the human body are things like accelerated heart rate, which can cause sweaty palms.
How much pressure are you feeling right now?
A lot. Well, I think pressure is an understatement because like, even though my exams are in a month, I've begun to really set into the mood that, yeah, this is it, like 4 weeks of school, and then that's it for us U13s.
In more extreme cases, I would say that it can affect sleep as well as appetite. So yeah, exam-induced pressure definitely affects the human body in lots of different ways.
Let us hope that all of these Year 13s will pass their exams with flying colors and move on to their dream ambitions and careers.
I want to get a degree in sports and exercise science and become a PE teacher.
The evening was to announce the collaboration between the Juilliard School, New York, and the British School of Guangzhou. The British School took a part with a fabulous performance from the orchestra to the guests from Juilliard. Auditions was held to choose 3 students who get the opportunity to go and visit the Juilliard School in New York. Bsg Media interviewed 2 of the students who were luckily chosen, Gia and Kitty.
Well, you got other competitors against you and you just feel really nervous and anxious on what you're gonna get and what the judges are gonna say about you.
What does this opportunity mean to you?
I get to experience going to New York, being out of Asia. I get to be in a real orchestra and have experienced teachers teach me about my musical instrument.
What does it feel like being judged?
I was really nervous when I auditioned because I thought I wouldn't get in. But then I was shocked that I got in the 3 names.
What does this opportunity mean to you?
This opportunity is a big experience to me as I can meet new musical teachers and friends in New York, and I'll gain more experience on the musical stuff. And then I'll also have a chance to visit New York, which is really good.
It was very difficult to judge all the performers. We had 43 applicants and all of very high standard, and it was incredibly difficult to get everybody through the audition process, and everybody to try and pick 5 out of that is
People who auditioned.
that was the toughest part. After we videoed everybody, me and Mr. Sinclair, we sat down with all the videos through everybody, and we got it down to 10 people. And then we had to try and discuss and sort of, almost argue about who was good enough to put down to the final 5. It was incredibly difficult. There were some criteria that we had to follow as well.
The Year 4's fantastic dance of Uptown Funk was also delivered to our special guests. It was a wonderful event, which displayed a wide variety of talents from our students.